The mission coming to the end. Rick and Michonne's mission to destroy the CRM will now happen. That's what the episode 5 showed us, but this episode also showed us the surprise crossover, one important character that no one was waiting for, and also the death of another very important character. What's the meaning of this episode 5? What they prepared for the last one? In this video I'm gonna make the review of everything, and if you wanna know, let's go. Hello everyone who watching this beautiful channel. My name is João Victor and I'm back to talk about The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live. And this show is running so fast, there's only one more episode. But we have a lot to talk about this episode 5, where the main villain was defeated. The main villain so far. Yes, let's go. Don't forget to give the like, don't forget to subscribe on my channel, because the coverage for the last episode is going to be big. And there we go to my first words. I have to say that this episode gives us the feeling that we will see them arriving home at some point. Yeah, I know we have the promo for the last one. The promo shows us about the battle. But anyway, I think they're going to get home. We have here the necessary preparations for the big finale, already delivering a surprise crossover that no one expected, and showing a dignified death for the main villain of the show so far, Jadis. I think this is the best part about the script in this episode. But let's talk about the beginning. We have this start with a huge, totally unexpected crossover, Father Gabriel, already giving the excitement to the connections that the show will make. Father Gabriel in the woods, hearing the helicopter. He knows something. He knows there's another big group around. And in the other side, we have the Rick and Michonne's perspective. The happiness, they are keeping the feeling of the episode 4 in the beginning of this 5. The love, they are together, they are living together. But that's an interesting thing. Here we have a scene where Rick proves that he cares about RJ, that now he's trying to find some gift. Here we also have the reference to the time when Rick and Michonne weren't together yet. She wanted a toothpaste, the time she was only Carl's friend. But let's talk about the moment when the story starts to move, the time when they hear someone asking for help, the moment we have the introduction to Red, Dalton, and Tina, three characters who were in need of help and who keep an eye on Rick and Michonne's supplies. We have this fight, we have this scene that I can say. At this moment, they begin to highlight one of the purposes of the episode. And what is this? Rick and Michonne together can do anything. They are almost invincible. So this action scene sometimes in this episode goes beyond the point, but the explanation is this purpose. They can win any fight. But also the first conclusion of the survivors shows some kindness in leaving them alive, as this has always been one of the purposes of the main group of The Walking Dead. They are good people. And that's the moment we see the two in the cabin having more time to connect, but then comes the revelation that someone followed them. And that's the exact moment that brings us to the scenes of flashback scenes. 3 years later, we go back to Gabriel to reveal what he did in secret during that time. We see that he and Jadis were having secret meetings. He was trying to find her, but she finds him first. She like sneak it out of the CRM. And one important thing about this scene is that Gabriel made Jadis understand that the group believed that Rick has died. Rick died on the bridge, and this is so important for Jadis. These informations were very useful inside the CRM for her relationship with Rick. But going back to the present, we have Jadis fighting them by surprise, and the highlight here is the explanation about how she finds him. If you didn't get it, she went to the crash location, to the helicopter crash location with the CRM reclamation team. She saw the yellow truck, she saw everything, but moments after leave, she decided to go back alone. And that's when she saw everything already destroyed, but being suspicious. So she decided to take the quickest road to Virginia and found clues of them. And in my opinion, one of the crazy things about this scene is that this is an execution. She wasn't there to take Rick and Michonne back to the CRM. She was there to kill them. And there we go to the action scene. I have to say, it is slightly forces that she misses the first and the second shot. She misses all the shots here. I mean, I didn't want to Rick and Michonne to die here, but I think it will be more real if at least one of them got a shot. Just a shot in a hand or in an arm. But okay, let's go back to the Gabriel and Jadis meeting. This one happens 2 years later, and this scene works to Gabriel explain more about his community, about Michonne, how she's doing now, and Jadis not telling anything, not giving help. And back to the present, it's really cool to see the car chase scene. We're actually Rick and Michonne chasing Jadis and not the other way around. When I first watched the trailer of this episode, I was thinking it was Jadis following them. It's very exciting to see the tension here, the action, the surprise. Huge shout out to Michael Satrazems here. He is the director of this episode and he did it very well. And going back to Jadis when she is injured and she's asking for help. In this scene, when she met this survivors group, it was very predictable when Rick and Michonne get to the museum. Very predictable that they would be surprised there. And there's more action scenes where they win the fight again. And as I said later, it happens to reinforce the point. Together they can do anything. No one can beat them. And yeah, there we go to the Jadis last moments. The end of the Jadis arc. It starts with this chase where Rick and Michonne are trying to betray her and she's trying to get inside their minds. And Pollyanna here, she was perfect in acting. She works very well to deliver us a very emotional ending for Jadis. Back to back we can see the moment she decided to kill Father Gabriel. This decision to put these scenes back to back, it was very important to the meaning of the scene. At that moment, 1 year later, she understood that Gabriel could be a problem for the CRM, but she can't kill Gabriel, so she decided to kill him inside her mind, to never go back, and she never went back, really. It's very strong to see this end of Jadis' arc. The bite ends up being little and she opens the game, that her life was only about losing everything she was fighting for, and the CRM was like the last hope for her. We mean the last light, as like a reference to World Beyond. And here we see Michonne's strong words when she tells Jadis that they are going against the CRM, they are going back to the CRM base in Cascades, and they will take down the CRM's evil side. So we have Rick fulfilling the promise he made to Jadis. It looks like a reference to Negan because the promise was very similar. The scene was too strong, and that takes us back to the big promotional point of the show, the love story, when Rick finally had the opportunity to ask Michonne to marry him. It's so beautiful to see, and it makes even stronger the main point. Together they can do anything. So they are walking to the helicopter and they are going back to the CRM base. They're not going home, they're going to take down their CRM's evil. I also have to say it's so sad to see Father Gabriel waiting for Jadis again and she's not there, but this opens up a gap for a point, like will he go after her? Will he find Rick and Michonne there in the last episode? Yeah, I have to say we have an episode with a script level lower than the others, but it's not a bad episode. Like, I gave very high reviews to the others, so it's close. This show keeps in the high level as the best spin-off of The Walking Dead so far. The script is not the strongest point here, but the directing and also the way the story keeps going, it is very good here. I think the crossover is the highlight of this entire episode that leaves us excited for the end of it all. So I can't wait to see the end of this, the final episode. Go put in the comments, what do you think about it? Put your opinion and everything. Don't forget to give the like, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you everyone to helping me in this new project. As everyone knows, my main channel is from Brazil. I have 400,000 subscribers and I'm starting a new one from zero, and I'm sharing only with you guys from America, from UK. So thank you for the help. I'll be back soon and bye.